Experiment-2. Aim: to prepare A. a mixture, B. a compound using iron fillings and sulphur powder, and distinguish between these on the basis of appearance, that is, homogeneity and heterogeneity, behavior towards a magnet, behavior towards carbon disulfide as a solvent, effect of heat. Materials required: test tube holder, hard glass test tube, glass rod, test tube stand, Bunsen burner, wire gauze, tripod stand, magnet, china dish, a watch glass, iron fillings, carbon disulfide, sulphur powder. Theory: mixture: when two or more substances mix together in any proportion physically and do not show any chemical change, retain their individual components' properties, then they form a mixture. Compound: when two or more substances combine together chemically in a fixed ratio such that they can be separated only by chemical means, then a compound is formed. Differences between mixture and compound. Mixture: 1. Components mix physically. 2. Constituents mix in any ratio. 3. The constituents retain their properties. 4. Separation of constituents can be done physically. Compound: 1. Components mix chemically. 2. Constituents mix in fixed ratio. 3. The constituents do not retain their properties. 4. Separation of constituents is done chemically. Procedure: A. Preparation of a mixture of iron and sulphur powder. Take a small quantity of iron fillings and twice of it sulphur powder. Mix them thoroughly. The product thus formed is mixture of iron and sulphur. Put it in a watch glass. A. B. Preparation of the compound of iron and sulphur. Take small quantity of iron fillings and the same of sulphur powder in a hard glass test tube. Hold it in a test tube holder. Heat it on the flame till the contents glow. The reaction between sulphur and iron fillings is observed and iron sulphide is formed. Allow the content to cool and break it into small pieces using glass rod. Transfer the compound formed in a watch glass. B. The mixture of iron fillings and sulphur powder can be heated in china dish. Distinguish between the mixture and compound. 1. Appearance: place a small quantity of mixture on a watch glass and spread it with a glass rod. Place a small quantity of black mass on a watch glass and spread it with a glass rod. 2. Behavior towards magnet: place a small quantity of mixture on watch glass and move a magnet through it. Place a small quantity of black mass on a watch glass and move a magnet through it. 3. Behavior towards carbon disulfide, solvent: Take a pinch of mixture in a clean test tube. Add about 10 drops of carbon disulfide (CS2) and shake it well. Take a pinch of black mass (FES) in a clean test tube. Add about 10 drops of carbon disulfide (CS2) and shake it well. 4. Effect of heat. Take a small portion of mixture in a china dish and heat it strongly. Take a small portion of black mass (FES) in a china dish and heat it strongly. Observation and conclusion. Serial number 1. On the basis of appearance. Observations. Watch glass A shows heterogeneous mixture and B shows a black mass of homogeneous substance. Inference or conclusion. A is mixture which is heterogeneous and B is homogeneous substance. 2. On the basis of action with magnet. Observations. Iron fillings cling to magnet from watch glass A but not in B. Inference or conclusion. Constituents of mixture A can be separated physically but not of B, that is, compound. 3. On the basis of behavior towards carbon disulfide. Observations. In test tube A, sulphur dissolves in carbon disulfide and iron fillings settles down, whereas in other test tube B, nothing dissolves. Inference or conclusion. Components of mixture can be separated by physical means. A is a mixture, B is a compound. 4. On the basis of effect of heat. Observations. On heating mixture from watch glass A, the components react together to form a black mass, but no change is seen in compound from watch glass B. Inference or conclusion. The mixture components from watch glass A react together to form a chemical compound, but no change is seen in compound from watch glass B. Precautionary measures. 1. Heat the mixture of iron and sulphur either in a hard glass tube or in a china dish. 2. Avoid wasting the chemicals. Use very little quantity of it. 3. Heating activity should be performed carefully. Keep the mouth of test tube away from you and your neighbor. 4. Carbon disulfide is flammable, so keep it away from flame.